Good day, family, and welcome to another edition of Double Edge Inside Our Man Cave. Now, guys, we have lost. You know, let me introduce everybody. Sorry, guys. I'm Kurt, your host. My man Andrew right here on my right. And I know I look discombobulated, but that's how I'm feeling right now. My man Brandon right here on my right, Stefan, and Andrew. And guys, we're grieving because we lost a friend, we lost a brother. He's gone home to be with the Lord, our brother Kacey. Guys, can we just say a few things about our brother Kacey? What he meant to you and what kind of father he was, what kind of legacy we thought he was trying to leave for his kids and he has left for us, and just the man himself. Anybody want to start?
Yeah, most definitely. Kacey was one of the inspirations of Double Edge. You know, it started from his conversation. And talking to Kacey, he's always a guy that has very interesting points of view. You know, I loved him and appreciated him for just his mind, just the things that he would talk about, you know, and from his conversation birthed, you know, the Double Edge, what we have here. You know, so this is a special loss, man. He was a special guy. We miss him. We love him, you know, and hopefully that, you know, he will continue to live on through what we're doing here, you know. We appreciate that guy, man, big time.
For me, two things I remember from him is like conversations with him. Like he wasn't afraid of controversy. He was definitely, you know, scripture based on his thoughts and his opinions. And the second thing was like a legacy that I saw that he was building for his family. He was starting his own business, him and his wife, and that it was one thing specific for me that helped my kids. It was like a board game that he created that we purchased from him. And it was like a spelling thing. It was a game, but it helped teaching the kids how to spell. My kids were like 2 or 3 at the time, but they enjoyed playing the game and they were able to learn. And I know from there, his business continued to grow. So that was something I looked up to. It was like, I want to do something like that for my family as well.
Nice. I definitely remember the conversation that we had that actually inspired us to start the Double Edge show here, that we had really just sitting outside, just a couple of guys just talking, just sharing opinions. And like you said, Kacey was someone who wasn't scared to voice his opinion, even when it was a controversial issue, and how people may have had different views on it. And I always appreciated about him. I loved having conversations with him just to hear his side of things, and watching him and how he was with his family. And now that myself have 2 little girls myself, and I see him as a father and how he raised his kids, and like you said, the legacy that he left behind for his kids, the business that he left behind for them, it inspired me to actually try to start something ourselves. Me and my wife, we actually started a business ourselves that we're actually talking about possibly putting to the kids' name later on in life to leave for them.
There you go.
As you say that, I didn't know Kacey as well as you guys did. But I learned that not only was he a good father, but he worked with an organization that basically tried to promote fathers in general, you know, try to get them more involved with their kids and help out. And what that did for me was gave me something to look up to and aspire to. You know, he definitely inspired me to be a better father, be more involved, and to really, you know, get your hands dirty, because it's real easy to just, once they get older, to just let them be. You know, it's like you can take care of yourself. You don't really need to come to me. But he definitely inspired me to change that and be more hands-on. So I appreciated him for that.
Definitely, man. He was an inspiration spiritually. He challenged you as a father. He challenged you as a friend. I like that about him.
He was our brother, man.
He was a brother,
Yeah.
you know, and I remember that conversation as well that we had. It was a men's ministry meet and greet fellowship night, and it was such a beautiful interaction. We had different views. We have contrasting views, but we all were united in serving the Lord. And that is what Kacey brought. That's what he always represented. And we see it in his children. His children are young scholars. And he always inspired and tried to be an inspiration, you know. I'm definitely going to miss that guy. I do have a strong belief that, you know, he's in heaven with the Lord. I'll see him again.
Right.
But I'm gonna miss that guy, man.
You know, if I remember correctly, Kacey was actually a part of our very first pilot episode that we filmed.
Yeah,
I
he
know
was.
for
He
a lot of our
was.
viewers, you guys didn't get a chance to meet him yet, but maybe
Yeah.
we might post like some small clips
A clip. Yeah,
of
he
that
was up
pilot
here with us.
episode,
Yeah, he was up
so
here
you
with
guys
us.
can
Yeah, man.
share in our views of him.
It happened with Erickson, that guy in soccer.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna mention
Yeah,
that.
so
Yeah, it happened. It happened in soccer. So you can get a yeah.
What was that situation?
But it wasn't like a hit. It was more of
Exhaustion?
No, I think it was he had some irregular heartbeat,
Yeah.
and he was just like that day he just like blacked out. But you in that way, it's tough because most of these guys come from humble beginnings, from humble backgrounds. And it's not just their wives that are dependent on them. Most of these guys, you know, they're the ones who are looking out for their siblings or their parents. So I think definitely my pastor always say, you know, when your money start getting shaky, people start
When it's like you're funny.
you know, people start treating you funny, like,
Okay.
you know, because your lifestyle changed. You can't go to the restaurant you used to go to. You know, your kids can't go to the private school that they used to go to. You know, you can't probably live in the same neighborhood. You know, stuff like that. So I just think it's not easy, but I think it's something that, you know, with the right type of mindset, is something that you can overcome. Yeah, it's because we believe in a higher calling. We believe in a God that says this is how it's supposed to work. And so as the man, we are called to love our wife, because God made us first.
Okay.
And so he said, hey, it's up to you to make this woman feel that she's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So, because I'm a father of two, I have a son and I have a daughter, right? And so we talk about biblical attributes. Some of the things that we believe that, you know, my daughter is 12 years old. And so, you know, as, you know, my wife and I are living examples as best as we can for them. But biblically it says, you know, for this reason a man shall leave
His mother and father.
Leave the home and
Leave and cleave.
you make a wife and go make a new home for yourself, and the two shall become one. So do we still truly believe that you know, and it goes for both for the man and the woman, that they are not supposed to have any kind of sexual relationship prior to marriage? Do we still believe that?
Yeah.
God allowed him
God
to
allowed
have
him to have
multiple
multiple
wives.
wives.
God allowed.
He allows you to
there's
have
a thing-
anything.
There's something
Right. So I'm just saying
not
that
profitable. The scripture tells us that some things are allowed, but doesn't mean that it's profitable. God allowed things so that we can see the detriment or the destruction.
but
that
David's
certain
not the
things
only
have.
one. Like
No.
even people who weren't kings had
Exactly.
multiple wives, and like you said, it's
Abraham, yes. It's
economic thing.
It's an
Yeah,
economic
David
thing.
only
But guess what?
sinned when
Yeah.
he went after
You are his wife.
You are his wife.
That's
Yeah,
one time he
but
said.
show me in scripture where it said God, because one of this is what I'm saying as biblically.
Right.
When we read the scripture, we talk about what God commands and God's covenants. Okay, so when we read scripture, the scripture is also a book filled with histories and traditions and cultures, and that was stuff that was happening in different time and different eras.
Yeah.
Right. We know clearly what God commands are, and what He says that what you do when you do certain things, you sin against me.
Yeah.
There is nowhere in scripture where a command or God said that I, your God, allow you or tell you that you can go and have multiple wives.
I hear you.
So whether or not a man of God
Does it?
or practice it or have done it doesn't mean that that's what God commanded.
It's okay for you to have that, but he's
No, no,
my
but
thing
it
is he
but it
never said
continues.
What
you
I
can't.
know is, what I know as a fact though, He made one woman for the man. And he says, for this reason, a man shall leave his mother, and the two shall become what?
One.
Not many, but one.
Yeah, but
So-
so, Kacey, we miss you, bro. You know, we thank you and thank the Lord for the moments you shared with us. We thank God for the years He provided us, your presence and your brotherly love and your fellowship. And thanks for being a leader, man. Thanks.
We're going to miss you and love you, bro.
Yeah, I miss you, bro. Can't wait to see you again.
Yes, sir.
All right, so family, we're going to wrap up this edition of The Double Edge in the Man Cave. This was just a tribute to our brother Kacey, and thanks for sharing with us these moments of your time, okay?
And if anybody did know Kacey, you can leave a comment down below just paying tribute to him. So with that, just continue to like and subscribe and follow us on The Double Edge.